Before we get my dad on the bike, a bit of backstory. So about a year ago, my family and I packed up and moved from our hometown of DeWitt, Iowa, all the way to the North Shore of Hawaii. And though we have seen our family quite a bit since then, this is actually my parents' first opportunity to come here to Hawaii and visit. Okay, let's talk motorcycles. So my dad has owned countless bikes in his day, off and on throughout his life. We've had dirt bikes as kids, but I never really got a chance to actually ride those, as they were all pretty much not running when I was finally old enough and big enough to ride them. But my dad has owned everything from classic Honda CB 750s to brand new Harleys. So when I started thinking about getting a motorcycle, I sent him loads of pictures of the bikes that I liked. I decided early on that I wanted to get a Triumph. I'd loved Triumphs for a while, way before I could even dream of actually getting one, but I was adamant on getting a new Bonneville, not an old one, as much as I did love the old ones. See, I was afraid to own a 50-year-old classic bike. I figured that it would never run right, and I figured that I would end up spending way more time just trying to get it to run versus actually riding it, or that it would inevitably just break down all the time while I'm out on the road. But whenever I showed my dad stuff about the new ones, he would always say, I think you should just get an old one. We both agreed that they were more appealing and more interesting, so I finally came to the conclusion, after a lot of research, that I was going to get an old one. Also in part because of this great video by Jay Leno's Garage showing off his old Bonneville. There's just something about these old bikes for me. I don't know what it is, but I love them. Now, after a lot of research and again, many sending of pictures to my dad, I ended up getting this bike, a 1968 Triumph 500, but my dad, until now, has not gotten to ride it. I knew he'd be able to handle it as he's ridden lots of different motorcycles and currently rides a classic old Honda, I think it's a 73 350, but old British bikes are a bit different. The shifter's on the right, the brake is on the left, the actual brakes themselves are terrible. Oh, and the shifter's on the right, did I mention that? And I'd heard horror stories of people crashing old British bikes because of this, because they're used to having the shifter on the left, and I'll admit, it took me months to get used to it personally. But when it comes to motorcycles, if my dad is gonna ride something, he's just gonna jump on it and go. And I knew that this would be the case with my bike. So we finally picked my parents up from the airport, and after a tour of the house, he was like, all right, I want to see the bike. Take her first spin.
What?
After I put gas in it. I mean, he put his glasses on.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll see it. It'll run down the carburetor and get like weird. It doesn't hurt anything. So you can hold it down for a bit. You can hold it? Yeah, you can hold it. There you go, that's good. See how there's gas right down? Yeah, it's that weird. So that's how you start it, and then on, and then pull on the clutch. And
you pull the clutch in?
Not to start it, but pull the clutch in and just kick the Kickstarter down a couple times, just lightly, so that you feel nothing. It doesn't feel like it's totally just moving down. Now let off the clutch in and put it at the top, and then you're good to go.
Do that again or something?
Yeah, no need for the clutch. Yep, thank you. How's it feel? Great. Is it hard to shift? You going fast?
I realized I'm going 65 and a 35.
This isn't right though.
Huh?
This isn't right.
Okay.
If you're going by that, this is like at least 10 miles an hour off.
Okay, because I was going up to about 50. I was going 50 probably.
Yeah, you're probably going 50.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
so
I
then,
got up to about 50.
yeah. Yeah, I think your bike is like 30. It's no. Yeah, it's like real. You can't get to it. You got to get off the bike to get to it. It's awful.
I can't see it.
Up here, see it? Keep going right there. See it?
Oh, holy crap.
It's the worst kickstand ever.
I mean, it works fine, but boy, it sure doesn't.
I know, it's terrible.
It's like a tip over.
What'd you think?
Amazing.
You like it?
Oh yeah, super. It's fine. I love it.
It was also great having my dad here because we were finally able to switch over my headlight on the Triumph to the correct smaller headlight that it's supposed to have, and that simple job ended up taking us about 36 hours. I'm not kidding. Not 36 hours straight, but like it took us like a day and a half on and off. I could explain it all, but it was just stupid electrical stuff. And I have to say though, it does look pretty awesome. Oh, and we spent countless hours working on the project bike as well, but that's another video for another time as we haven't gotten it running quite yet. So thanks for watching guys, and I'd love to hear from you. Who influenced you to ride a motorcycle? I know that my dad played a big part in me liking motorcycles. Does your dad currently ride, or did you grow up around bikes? Let us know down below, and until next time, ride safe.